Sonnie Badu has admonished Stonebwoy to either fill the Wembley Arena or the O2 Arena. Is it possible? I want to say a big congratulations to my boy, Stonebwoy, who did well, and I'm so proud of you. I think you can do Wembley Arena and O2 Arena easily. Okay, my people, welcome to another exclusive right here on TJ Studios. Yes, I am your commander-in-chief and I am the kingpin of this channel, of this exclusive. Today on the editorial session, something day, Sonnie Badu has admonished Stonebwoy to either fill the Wembley Arena or the O2 Arena. Is it possible? Can it be done? All right, that is on today's editorial. Like I've been doing, let's read a daily in connection with what Sonnie Badu said. All right. I want to say a big congratulations to my boy, Stonebwoy, who did well, and I'm so proud of you. I think you can do Wembley Arena and O2 Arena easily. Go for gold or go for the gold. Love you or I love you. So this is from Sonnie Badu to Stonebwoy, urging him to either take his next step of event to the Wembley Arena or the O2 Arena. Is it possible? Can it be done? Well, that is why we are here, to dissect and discuss it within the African music context. My name has always been TJ. Why? Like I've been doing. Let's go for a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we zoom straight into the editorial. All right, guys, so we are back and we are on the editorial like we've been doing all the time on Boys Casa. Yes, so like I said, Sonnie Badu has urged Stonebwoy to fill either the Wembley or the O2 Arena, and I would want us to discuss it. Is it feasible? Can it be done? Is it possible? All right. Okay, so personally, well, I feel it's a tall order. It's a very big agenda to achieve. All right, I'm not saying it's not possible. Neither am I saying it's impossible. All right, but it's a tall order. Now, we'll zoom into Stonebwoy as a brand and then his presence within the African space and the global space as well. Okay, so let's do that right here on the editorial. Okay, so I've been saying this consistently on my channel that filling the O2 Arena is not just a word say, a hearsay, neither is it something we just speak out of our mouth, lay it bare, just like that. All right, filling the O2 Arena comes with a lot, and there are rudiments, requirements that is needed of an artist to do and achieve such an awesome Herculean task of filling the O2 Arena, right? Okay, so let's look at it. Stonebwoy as an artist, let's look at him with his genre. He calls it Afropop, but we all know that relatively it's called dancehall. Is it possible? Has this genre fetched him enough presence, not only within the African space, but globally, to be able to fill the O2 Arena? Currently. Future, it is possible. Now, it is impossible. Let me state it again. In the future, it is possible, but now, it is not possible. And these are the reasons, all right? Okay, so like, this is my personal opinion. And objectively, this is what I feel Stonebwoy can't achieve such a feat now. Just as Sonnie Badu is urging him to do it as the next agenda. Nah, it's not possible. Okay, now let's come back. Possible as in not now, but in future. All right, so let's come back to Stonebwoy. All right, unlike Shatta Wale, all right, Stonebwoy's presence within his locality is also felt. All right, now unlike Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy has this corporate look, but inwardly or behind the scene, they are all, within the same tangent. All right. Shatta Wale within the space of Ghana is very controversial. Is seen as an open-minded person, speaks the fact to bear and lay it for people to decipher and dissect it to their own understanding. Stonebwoy as an artist, I feel, has not had enough presence within the African music space or within even Ghana, all right, to merit him having or carving a niche of filling either the O2 Arena or Wembley Arena. Okay, basically, Stonebwoy's genre is also a borrowed one. It doesn't have an original, acumen attached to it. So it will be hard for him to do so. And this comes back to this, I've been saying this. Our original genre is not in source. It's not in play here. Number two, within the diaspora internationally, Stonebwoy's presence has not been manifested out there yet. Although he plays certain shows, just like he did on his recent tour, all over, Europe and so on and so forth, it is not really a massive, he's not had this, massive, brand to be able to take him out there to fill the O2 Arena. So until he's able to put such measures in place and then carve a niche of different vibes of songs aside the dancehall, then I do not see Stonebwoy filling either the Wembley or the O2 Arena now. It is impossible. Now, another question that comes to mind is, let's look at Stonebwoy's presence of songs, his songs within the diaspora, internationally. How has his brand as Stonebwoy manifested to the outside world? Okay, as we haven't seen, an outright manifestation of Stonebwoy's brand within the diaspora. So Stonebwoy's brand is seen as a work in progress. I know people have this sentiment of him being behind the 100% Play Ghana agenda. Well, that is for him to decide. He personally decides on his own which campaign to join, which I have blatantly said is impossible. Within the space, even December now, foreign songs are reigning. Foreign songs are still being played. So that agenda alone is neither here nor there. Let's not stray away from the topic. Let's come back to the topic. I would want to send a letter to Sonnie Badu. Sonnie Badu, I know you are a good gospel musician. I know as a gospel artist, you've been the only gospel artist that have been able to have a massive event at the Kumasi and Accra Sports Stadium respectively, which was massive. Yes, I salute you for that. But let's look at things realistically and take it as such. Stonebwoy filling the O2 Arena will be a Herculean task to do now. Okay, I would have wished you could have told him to give himself, let's just say, 2 is even closer, 3 to 4 years to have this deliberate, measures put in place, to have a team, to have an international appeal before he can proceed on such a venture. Because trust me, if you look at the call card and if you monitor the Nigerian space and you are able to, decipher between how they went about filling the O2 Arena, it was not a joke. It is not even a joke. The songs you need, the kind of presence you need to be able to attract people in the diaspora to come to your event as such an international, event such as the O2 and the Wembley thing is not easy. It boils down to planning and then preparation and then putting in the work. And then planning comes down to the kind of works you have. If you do not have any work out there, any serious line of songs out there, that does not only have a niche within Ghana, Africa, but is also known within the diaspora, having an event at the O2 Arena will be difficult because the people who are coming to buy the tickets will ask themselves, what kind of fun am I going to have today? What kind of songs? What kind of, linkage can I have between myself and the artist? How am I going to enjoy? Because people are not philanthropists just to come and throw money buying tickets. They want to have fun. They want to get value for their money. So I know our artists are doing their own thing locally. We are admonishing them to also try as much to go out there and show people what they can do. But structurally, I feel that there is a defect. You can't appeal out there. You can't appeal to people out there, whereas your genre is not relatively original. So there is a lot of things to do before we can appeal to the international market. Or there are a lot of things, let me put it in that way, to do before we can appeal to the international market. So the O2 Arena and Wembley shouldn't be our thing now. We seem, I don't know, it's like we seem to be under pressure. Is there any pressure on us to fill the O2 Arena? I've said this. There are other arenas out there. There are other arenas spread across Europe, America, where you can have your event. All right. But I've been saying this. You need a certain niche, a certain path of songs to be able to carve that agenda. You need a certain plan. You need to have a plan. Just like footballers will say, 5-year development plan, 3 years development plan. Let's just say you would have a 3-year musical project of a plan, and then you abide by it, project it to a much more wider perspective before you can have such events. It's not a mere fluke. All right. I just wish we would have, a deliberate expounding of this issue where we can expound it a lot more further. And I'm going to bring my brother Dwana on this podcast, to be able to sit down and look at what has gone into, artists within the Nigerian space, the things that have gone into them being able to fill the O2 Arena. Then you come to understand that it's not a joke. All right, even with them, look at their appeal out there. Look at how the Afrobeat genre is making waves out there. Look at how their presence are felt out there, because it's an original genre of the source. Now let's look at movies like Wakanda and so on and so forth. Why didn't they call any other artist, but they fusioned in Burna Boy? It is because they want an original African feel, not a borrowed genre. So my people, on today's editorial, I don't want to be so subversive and I don't want to be so arrogant. I just want to educate, because since it's coming from Sonnie Badu, somebody I respect so much, I just want to urge and then send a message to him out there that yes, it's a good admonishment. Yes, it's coming out of a good heart. Currently, as it's an impossible adventure. It cannot be done, or venture. All right. So this has been it, where Sonnie Badu, after congratulating Stonebwoy, has urged him to fill the O2 Arena or have an event at the O2 Arena or the Wembley Arena, which I feel personally is impossible. This has been it on today's editorial of Boys Kazaa, the editorial session where I digested Sonnie Badu's assertion or urging Stonebwoy to fill the O2 Arena. It is time to go. It is time to sign out. Yes, my name has always been TJY. Before I go, subscribe to the channel, join the family, and don't forget to share your thoughts. I love it when you share your thoughts. Diverse and divided opinions. I love it. And I respect every comment that comes under every video. I respect them. My name has always been TJY. It is time to sign out. And like I've been saying, the call sign. I salute.